think that was the name of that movie.
Yeah.
Well, we should be live now, I think. Yes. We're...
I've actually like been there too, man. It's kind of crazy. Damn. Georgia's pretty fucked up too.
I'd imagine.
I'm just looking at stuff you're sending me.
My. Tough time to be in the north, isn't it?
Probably seeing like the East Coast currently.
Of course. But on to the stream at hand. Since we have begun, I must start by saying welcome to all new viewers, or all viewers, should I say in general. All the other guests are taking a bit of time to get here, but they will be here. They will, eventually. But so far, it is just me and Dakota here.
Yes.
And so I'll be alerting all the others that joining time is nigh, but for now, it is us two. I do wonder what this stream will entail after all the hell I went through trying to set this thing up.
It could be. Well, it fits the setting of what we're doing, doesn't it?
True. That is quite well played. Talking about hell, I'm currently animating a character that has not been seen in animated form yet.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is sort of his debut into the animated world of Dino and Happy Hotel. He is one of Dennis's minions / assistants, you could say. He's a fish demon.
Kind of like Baxi.
Yes, sort of like Baxter, except Baxter's an anglerfish, and this guy, he's a hagfish.
Yeah, speaking of fish, like I found out what that one parrot fish, not parrotfish, it's like a shrimp, where it's like it can punch your finger off. It has like the world's fastest punch or something like that for an animal.
Dang.
I forget what it is. It's like a
Pistol shrimp.
yeah, it's like a big one too. They have them in parts of Africa and Australia and like all across Pacific and the Indian Ocean. It's a peacock shrimp, yeah.
Ah, peacock shrimp. Don't have those here. The only shrimp we have here are prawns.
The one I'm talking about, they use that punch to get into like clams and stuff, and like as defense against crabs.
Bone-shattering punch.
More like lose your finger punch. It's it's the equivalent of a 22 bullet. It's so fast.
Well, that is quite lethal, I'd assume, if it were to...
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with it.
I'd imagine one of those things being used as... If it was turned into jumbo size, it could be used as like...
It's like Kenshiro with a little animal.
Exactly. I'd imagine if it was bigger, it would do a lot more damage.
Yeah, it's not very big, but it'll still put a hole in you.
Oh my. It's like a mini tank.
Or something.
It's like a mini tank.
Well, they're actually kind of big, but they're like, like a little, they're not too big, like, they're, what was the size? Like a small crab at least would get the, or like a small, lobster kind of looking thing,
Oh, that's quite small.
So you have to look up what they look like exactly, but Yeah.
I imagine that due to their size, that they pack quite the punch to anything equivalent to them in size.
Oh yeah. I mean, people. I mean, you'd be surprised also that people actually have them in their aquariums, and I don't know why.
Right. Well, I'd imagine that if you have them in an aquarium, you have to sort of watch what they challenge, what they battle, what they interact with.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure they're not tapping the glass or anything.
Oh yes. Mm.
And you gotta like feed them a certain way. You don't want to feed them like with your hand or anything.
Sounds like a very quick way to lose a finger
Yes.
or two.
Yeah.
I do wonder if crustaceans were to be as intelligent, or should I say, as sentient as majority of land animals, such as chimpanzees, well, mammals in general. Would they surpass
Yeah.
us in the grand scheme of things? Like, they don't have opposable
Well,
thumbs, but they do have a hard exoskeleton, so it's an eye for an eye sort of
well,
situation.
I think there's some forms of them that have been pretty damn smart, like in certain ways, like with certain experiments and such. Like the hermit crab, I think, kind of did something like that.
Oh,
Like scientists did a few studies about that.
and I'd assume that the smarter the creature, the more dangerous it is.
In certain ways, yes. Depends on depends on the situation, I suppose. I mean, it is the wild, man.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
the ocean's also one of the one of the we're still discovering things in there.
Davy
There's
Jones'
probably
locker,
some
for
dangers
example.
we don't even know about yet.
Definitely. There is apparently.
Speaking of, but I don't want to get off topic too much.
Yes.
Any questions we've gotten?
Well, so far, by the looks of things, I haven't received any questions since the post asking for them, but I do have a couple of topics to go through, and I will be checking
Okay.
all um, all media services, being Discord, the chat, Instagram, or Twitter.
I'll start a simple one that like if we need all the other guests here for it.
Fair, fair.
Alright, let me think of one. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Well, I can already give you mine. My favorite movie.
Before you answer, like non-animated movie, live action.
Darn it! Oh, well, that
My
makes it much
favorite.
much more difficult. Live action movie. Hmm. Favorite live
It's
action.
difficult for me too, but it's gonna be a lot of the classic stuff, like older movies.
Does it count if it's a hybrid?
Sure.
Uh,
I mean, it's got like you're talking about like Space Jam or something.
it's then a
Or
tie.
Roger Rabbit.
It's a tie between Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Looney Tunes Back in Action. That was quite a funny one.
Uh, well, if I were to like rate like a horror or like mystery one, like as a movie,
Yes.
it'd be like Silence of the Lambs is one of my favorites. I don't. It's just the way they kind of like did it was just so good. You know, yeah, it's an old movie, but still.
I hear you. I hear you.
What else? Action movies. There's a lot of good ones. There's some Tarantino ones that are pretty good.
I do not watch many live
Uh,
action movies actually. I just realized I mainly watch animated. Well, I haven't watched a movie in quite some time, but
uh,
I do like the Jurassic World movies, even though they're not the best when it comes to accuracy. They are quite interesting and
Yeah,
entertaining.
I'm pretty. Yeah, I kind of like learned to love some of the more old school films lately, or like throughout things, because it's like some like really cool things that happened back in the day. Like, you ever heard of The Thing?
I,
With
I've
John Carpenter?
I've heard it. I haven't watched it though. My father has.
Oh gosh, for like practical effects, it's insane. Is somebody else here?
Yes.
Yeah. Legion.
Welcome, Legion, our second guest. Care to introduce yourself? Because this is your first time. Um, wait, no. Is it your first time on stream? I'm not certain.
No.
Oh well, introduce yourself for any newcomers. We did jump from the last stream to this stream from 96 to 126 subscribers. Well, that's quite a big leap of 30 plus subscribers.
Did he get cut off? Nah, I think he got cut off.
Me?
Yeah, we got cut off.
Oh well, I'll pose the question again. Care to introduce yourself since we have a surplus of new subscribers now, 30 plus.
30 plus of what have you been doing over your lunch?
I'm not sure. Animating and living it.
Living it.
I'm not gonna say La Vida Loca because then you know which song it's from, and I just said La Vida Loca. There we go. Damn it, living La Vida Loca.
You fucking violent, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody.
Well, care to introduce yourself, Legion?
Well, I'm Legion. I'm an artist slash animator, and I basically do stuff with these bunch of idiots.
There we go. That's the king. That's the king.
My name is Dakota, and I do horrible and unspeakable things. No. Yeah, I just I voice act for this thing as a side thing, but yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. And I'm Dino 1012, and I am the voice of Dennis, the main character.
Yes, and also the main animator, yeah.
That too. But nobody cares about that. Nobody goes to streams for voice actors.
Or animators. I mean, it's not like Ashley Nicole Arts or Kobach or a thing. No, I'm kidding.
It's not like anyone cares about this form of media.
The sarcasm.
The high hint of sarcasm.
Yes.
Also, one of our other voice actor guest stars is a reoccurring one. Fallen, he will be joining shortly as soon as he finds the channel. He's been absent from Discord for half a year, isn't it now, or more than that? A year about. He's been gone for a long time.
Yes, yeah.
But
There's no gif of that.
he has been quite busy with a bunch of things, I must say.
Yeah, I wanted to find the. I wanted to get the gif of what was that? You know that once in a lifetime thing, but with like the G-Man.
Oh gosh.
I wanted to put that in the chat real fast. Oh, there we go. There we go.
What did? Oh no. The talking heads. It's pure. It's pure. Just it's pure. That's all I can say. It's pure.
Yeah.
Let me check on how our fella Fallen is doing.
Has he fallen from grace?
I'd assume so.
Please.
The- Ah, there. The puns are immeasurable. Welcome back, Fallen. It's been ages.
Literally the definition of. It's been 25 years since 1996.
I haven't seen you since 1994. Well, how are you doing now that you're back in the swing of things.
Well, my body's broken. I just can't run.
Oh well, at least your lungs are still working, I'd hope.
The cat.
Well, care to introduce yourself to the 30 plus new subscribers that have joined since the last stream?
Oh, jeez. Okay. So I am Fulham, as some of you know, the voice actor for Richard and brother to Dennis. Well, one of the main characters, I suppose. I wouldn't know for sure. My memory hasn't failed me well, so. Perfect.
Quite the introduction, my good fellow. Also,
How much have I missed?
what? How much you've missed? Too much to explain in one sentence.
So, how many lifetimes is that?
Let's just, I can sum it up in one thing. I'm now the most powerful in the server.
Wait, you're what now? Well,
Yes. One of the most powerful beings in this iteration of life.
sorry for a minute, I thought I heard somebody snorting.
Quite criminally.
Snorting from like bad substance. Cocaine.
Knife goes in, guts come out. Knife goes in, guts come out.
No.
I
don't exist here anymore.
Knife goes in, guts come out. Oh, that episode of The Simpsons really cracked me up. Well, that one line actually really cracked me up. Anyway, I'm very excited for the few voice actors to come that will be debuting in this stream. Thus being the voice actor for Shane, one of the antagonists, actually one of the first antagonists to be shown on stream, or heard on stream should I say, as well as Seth, another antagonist to make his debut in this stream. And if you don't know, Seth is, if you don't have a visual of him, he is the character that Dennis abuses in the song.
Really?
Yes, I'm not gonna say which song, but it.
Finally getting Shane.
Yes, finally getting Shane and Seth. Shane's actually gone through a couple of voice changes. Well, 3, but
I was actually thinking about this now.
finally we have the Shane that hopefully will stay if that person has gotten back from their vacation, which they went on. So there's that.
Does it really count though? These fucking gifts.
Oh wow, that motorcycle incidents. Motorcycle incident Shane colorized. At this point, do I even want to know? It's beautiful, but it also scares me.
Yeah, someone get another one.
Oh no. Also, I forgot to check one thing. Discord, I forgot to check that. If anyone has any questions / requests.
Do you have any idea? For 500, wait, 517. Wait for it. Tags alone, not messages. Tags.
Oh wow.
Okay, wait, 200 of them in chats.
Well,
I had no space. I still have no space.
you made sacrifices.
Dude, did you seriously just add another tag? Okay, that's no, where's this channel? I need to.
No,
No.
you cannot leave that one.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm getting like a, what's that symbol, the exclamation mark symbol in the stream chat.
Oh, it means you are in a peril when it comes to internet connection.
Yeah, is that what's going on?
I'd assume so.
It's just to see what's happening.
Let's assume for now to keep safe. Keep safe.
Why do I have a bigger phone?
Oh, well that's also concerning.
Like, it's still green, but like, I'm confused.
I'm gonna take off the gift just to see if that helps.
The violence has been enunciated in this stream already. Violence has been announced and enunciated.
I don't think all of the chat it's being announced and then.
Yes.
Me just enjoying the flood pictures.
Why? Why are you enjoying pictures of a flood?
Enjoy those out of anyone.
Out of everything.
Yeah, that's happening up in like currently right now, New York.
Oh, jeez.
New York. Geez.
Are you proud of yourself now? Fallen, are you proud of yourself? You've now...
Well, at least everyone has a pool now.
Wow! You're vile for that.
That is. I'll give you a pool, alright? It might be a bit wetter than you expect, but I'll give you one.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to be proud. I don't know whether to be proud or disappointed. At this point, I'm a bit of both.
What do you mean?
Peter, yeah.
Has Cheeto joined?
I believe so.
Is he having connection issues?
No.
Oh, he's not here?
Let me spam him.
No Cheetos.
You're gonna kill him.
Yo, don't eat him.
Oh, no.
I mean, very funny.
Man then started out as a black Dorito, and now he's
Don't be
evolved
dirty.
into a Cheeto.
Dirty.
Where has that Dorito been?
Don't want to know.
Dorito face.
Don't want to know. If anyone asks you where something has been, you just trust me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's-
Where have you been?
Where have I been? You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
That's where Doritos been. He's been in the
Why
Dorito
would we
dimension.
ask and not want to know? Oh.
That's a very good question. Danny Phantom.
Dude,
Why
have you
does it
heard
make so
about
much
like
sense?
Butch recently?
Pardon?
Butch Hartman, have you heard that recent?
Oh, yes.
tale?
He's gone down a spiral of... Ooh.
Dude, it's like I don't. Is it sick to say I kind of like watching a train wreck like that? Kind of like I mean, it kind of is, but like I'm not like really bad about it, you know. But some people have been way worse.
Oh, yes. His career has plummeted from the grace that
I
it
just like
once
I
was.
like watch and go,
Yep.
It's not working out, dude. You gotta figure this out.
Stuff does
Like, some
happen.
people just like will like laugh and like point and everything. Me, I'm just sitting there like, okay, dude, come on.
It's just watching another bit of chaos happen in this world.
Kind of like watching what was it? Kim Kardashian fuck shit up too.
Oh, yes. It's been a long time since I've heard the name The Kardashians. Mainly because I distanced myself from television.
Say it again. Shush.
No.
The one thing I can thank COVID for, I guess.
Fair, fair.
Hallelujah, thou art great are they dead.
Wait.
They aren't dead. It's just I think it fucked up like filming a dumb reality show.
Fair point, fair point.
I have to ask, is it really real if he's repeated though?
Fair point, fair
No,
point.
it's not.
Okay, what's the point?
It was
Even
never
if it's
real.
Just
Yeah,
say show.
I don't get it either. I don't get it either. Like, why do people watch this shit?
Because people are sad about their own wretched lives, that's why.
No, I get it.
No,
It's the real
it's because people have nothing better to do. I swear.
Fair point, fair point.
And you know what? That's pretty much. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Why do you think
I
people
swear,
watch
like,
YouTube?
people are about to
We got
unsubscribe just
nothing
do
better
that.
to do.
Why does anyone do anything? Sheer absolute boredom.
AIDS middle.
What?
Did you say that's Amore?
Nah, I said that's Ed's middle name.
Ah, damn you.
Boring, nothing at all.
A slap is coming your way.
Nah,
Bet.
someone else is gonna slap you then.
I doubt that.
Don't be slapping cheeks now.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hold up.
Hey,
Hold up.
That's pretty gay.
Did someone else take my role as the suspect now? Because this is unfair.
Fair point, fair point.
Like, I'm being pure and
To whoever's watching this, I do hope that you don't take what is currently on screen the wrong way.
Yeah, we
what's on screen?
You don't want to know.
What?
You don't want to know.
YouTube.
I'm looking it up.
Everybody looks.
Because you're tempting me.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh, him.
Yes, him.
Is that the character you were talking about?
This guy, yes.
Oh, Seth.
No!
Uh,
Seth is the red guy.
You Dingleberry?
well, you just spoke about him when we started the thing, so that's the automatic response.
My fellow, we started this thing quite a while ago. Wait, are you watching this thing from the very beginning?
I'm gonna test chat real quick.
Bad.
Make sure it works.
Currently, you're looking at Frank.
What's the duck? I'm trying to search for the live
Just
stream
got
and it's not
showered.
working.
I almost thought about you said what the dog.
No!
Like, just come out this far.
Frank is currently
I died.
doing something that's happening at... I'll give you one hint to what's happening. It's at the very beginning of the episode.
Confusion
Oh,
intensified.
is it the musical part or what?
You could say that. There's a lot of musical parts of different characters.
I wouldn't say musical, like, if that's what it's not. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, Cheeto's doing dishes, that's why.
Ah, I see. The man dem is forced down into
Wait
the...
a minute, he's doing dishes?
Wait, that's not
No,
right.
It's the cat for me, it's the cat for
It
me.
doesn't... Sound... Smells like cap. Smells like
I think he's alive.
cap.
I think he's alive.
Smells like a whole load of cap.
He's lying though.
I don't know. Times are changing and it's scary.
He chooses violence every morning. When does he do the time to
I
do
was really about to say you hurt someone or something.
He chooses violence every day. Besides, so
Jeez, I put an exclamation mark instead of a question mark. Okay, that's a lot less aggressive now.
I have to. Oh, trust me. Never mind. I lost control of it.
you lost control of what?
I'm playing bad piggies with you.
Wait, you're playing back piggies.
Yes.
Now that I can respect.
Fly, you fool, fly.
You know what I'm playing with myself.
Wait, halt! You violate the law.
Should we? How make this still alive?
I have a feeling someone who's supposed to be on the stream is watching on YouTube and they're like, nah, I'm not going to this.
I was, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I just like texting the chat and said hi, chat.
And no one has replied. That is big sad.
Yeah, there's nobody watching it actually.
I think it's too early for some of us and too late for others.
Yeah, it's kind of early morning where I'm at, like 8:50.
It's about to be night.
Yeah.
Like it's 10 minutes to 6. Most people are coming back from work or eating or, I don't know, enjoying their leisurely time.
Yeah, it is a weekday.
That is true.
Or like I want to do showering.
I mean, it's Friday, and thank God for it, but...
Well, unfortunately for you, Fallen, you're forced to suffer.
Also, it's been kind of a crazy Friday out on the East Coast, man. It's flooding in New York City.
New York.
It
I mean, it's like...
New York lazy. Please support. He needs never ending.
There's currently 2 people viewing this.
Okay.
Hello, 2 people. I see you there.
There's 2 people joining us.
No, there's just 2 people watching the stream. Hello, 2 people. I see you there. If you leave now, I'll be very disappointed in you.
Don't even act like that.
It doesn't minutes.
When the 4th wall doesn't exist, there can no longer be a rule to break that 4th wall.
Oh my God! Don't I You know what? I really love in a comedy way that breaks the 4th wall, even though as an anime, like it's very offensive, but it's hilarious.
That
Ghost stories.
Oh. That's not what I was expecting.
The 4th wall hard on it, like, and I love it for that because it's like they just didn't give a fuck.
Fair point.
Some animes can be so stupid and become so racist without even realizing.
Well, it's because it was a bad anime in Japan. They were desperate to make some sort of, like, money with it, so they just said do whatever to the voice actors.
Well,
as long as you don't change the story and the character names, you can, say whatever. And they made it into a freaking like dub of
at this point, what is the world's entertainment industry?
Dude, don't even get me started there. Like, I just think it's cash hungry horrors. I'm sorry, and they're not the celebrities. I'm talking about the Sorry, I shouldn't say that word. Basically, like CEOs, like just want more money and they try to get it out of you, and it's like, dude, shut up, dude.
The eggheads at the top.
The Eggmen.
Eggman.
Yeah, they look like Dr. Eggman.
Oh yes, my body is reminding me that I have not eaten. Oh well.
Oh snap.
Oh well.
Okay, who you gonna eat?
And no one. Pity for body. Get it. Get good.
Like that and just keep cooking.
Dude, you got people in your basement? Shit, me too.
Whoa.
Me too.
My body is telling me I'm hungry. Well, too bad. My body's telling me that I'm hungry. Well, too bad. Who's in my basement? Nobody. Why you ask?
Hey guys, I thought
All right.
But I actually got that that shit Me Too thing from like where I think it was like a lackadaisy like skit.
A lackadaisy skit. Well, that is quite impressive.
Well, it was like something about like rage and like the one chick with the Creole accent like said it.
Ah, Creole. Princess and the Frog is immediately where I get taken to.
Speaking of also I don't even know what's going on in Haiti. I mean I've read a little bit about it, but I'm not gonna go too in deep about it.
Oh yes, that news. That was quite a surprise. I was not expecting that this year.
I kind of expected it or something crazy to go down because it's like they've had something about like this one huge gang that is like demanding all the other like gangs to kind of like fall through or like die. And they're just like fighting over it or fighting over survival or what they have left. They don't want to. And there's also been like rumors of like the government even being involved with a bigger gang, and it just makes hate even more.
Ah, the
Like
mafia.
the local government over there, not our government, the local government, and it's some like even said that the president was involved. Like nobody was happy with the president either.
Ah, very, very, very
So
much familiar.
so it was just like a bad situation all around. Like it was just a tinderbox. This was 4 months ago, by the way, that I saw this documentary.
Oh my.
So it's just been a ticking time bomb. So something like that was gonna happen.
Fair point. Fair point. But I must say,
But
it's very rare that
it's not
anyone
the first time
expects
something.
someone to die.
It's not the first time Hades had something like that happen, though. I mean,
Oh?
I don't believe.
Well, that is news to me.
Yeah, I believe there was something in what was it? I forget what the incident was, but I did some like learning with it where we ended up getting a lot of immigrants like fleeing the country because of something.
Oh. Now that is also quite interesting.
Yeah, this was in the '60s, I think.
Oh, that's a long time ago then.
It was either the '60s or the '50s, but yeah, it was a long time ago, but sorry, I keep getting my freaking mind distracted.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
I'm not gonna stay on that topic. It's kind of a mood killer.
Fair.
So, who's up for Chinese?
What?
Sorry, I tried to do a rough regression, but Joker joke.
So who's up for Chinese?
Dude, can we say that in Dennis's voice?
Okay. Here goes nothing. So who's up for Chinese?
That's great. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Your mom is being proud of you.
What? Legion, why? Why?
Dude, my speaking of sorry, I'm freaking getting. What the hell's going on with my freaking head? Like I'm having like it's like serious ADHD going.
Oh, dude, don't worry. You may take your time, my fellow.
All I remember was something we could talk about, like if I don't want to miss like some of the people it's the questions for, but anything with the Q and A or
Q
like,
and
the
A.
things you prepped up.
Well, majority of the stuff I had prepped up had to do with the brand new
Well, with you,
cast.
well, I think animation questions would do good for now because it's you and Legion, right?
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
I'll be checking up on the fellas that are running a little bit late.
I'll ask this once while you're looking it up. What's the program you guys use?
For me, I use Pencil 2D for Dino and Happy Hotel, but I will be changing over as soon as this episode is done, and I'm sticking to this app as for now, due to the consistency.
For like to stick to the app and all that, right? Just so it's all in like one program.
Yeah, the consistency as well of the style, because this app does look a little bit pixelated.
Yeah, it's not easy to, depending on an app, to change apps.
But after this episode,
Yeah.
I will be moving on to a more smoother app, as well as a more stick to the drawing style, because this app does change a bit of the style to look a little bit janky in areas, and this was the original app for the first few animations that did end up becoming Dino and Happy Hotel, and so I was thinking of sticking to this app for some time until I was ready to move on.
doing this, like as an artist, what have you, like any tricks that you've learned from it, from like, and like, what are like the biggest things you've noticed as between drawing a single like picture to like a full-blown animation? Because there's plenty of differences and plenty of tricks you probably had to learn.
Yes, a major one was being try not to make the everything perfect.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah, that's a very important one. Otherwise, you'll be stuck on it all day.
that, as well as majority of the time, those little imperfections don't really get seen in the end because it's moving so fast.
Yeah.
So one imperfection in a frame will only be noticed by someone that's so meticulously breaking down everything. And so as long as you get a frame to look remotely close to the drawing, but move a position you'd like, you can get something much more fluid in the works. Especially when it comes to bits that are going to be recorded over with audio, because the audio will also make the movements a little bit more fluid.
Yeah, that's true.
I've also I heard that thing with the like don't dawdle on the one thing from actually a Lackadaisy like live stream. Like they were taking, they were doing like a Q&A thing too, and they were like, yeah, don't do that.
That is good advice, I must say.
Those live streams are like fun too, man. I mean they're sometimes like simple, but like it's another indie crew working on something, and I can appreciate that. Yeah, have you guys seen those comics too?
I've seen a couple of them. I mainly got into
they're so freaking cool looking.
I do agree.
Like, they're so like well detailed and stuff. Like, I'm gonna drop one in general just to give you guys an idea. Like for those who haven't like seen it.
Bet.
So I know that some of our peeps have not seen it, or like in this group, or probably haven't.
Let me give it a quick checkaroonie.
Also, want to know a weird fact?
Sure.
They're still finding stuff from the 20s to this day, like old hidden doors and like hidden stashes and stuff.
Oh.
Wow.
Now that is interesting.
Like people like would buy a house and all of a sudden they see like a hidden like place where they used to hide booze in. Like when working on the place.
You were that concerned about getting missed out.
Yeah, the thing about the prohibition was like people were, they were smart about hiding and like making this stuff. Like they hid it everywhere and like they buried it. They did everything with that stuff.
I bet it's liquor. People like their liquor. That's one thing lockdown has taught me. People like their liquor.
I really. Man, it reminds me of booze is okay. It's not the I can live without it. I like it more as like a social thing, like at parties or like get-togethers or something.
Yeah.
I don't drink much. I can drink, but also my medication makes it kind of hard.
Fair.
It made me kind of a lightweight. I get sick easily. Well, like it depends on the.
I don't drink.
Oh, I have a question for you two.
Yeah.
What are you excited to see most in Dino and Happy Hotel?
The heist.
The heist.
Yeah.
I did anticipate that you would like that bit. The best, I must say, the best thing about animating the heist was, how do I put it, the most Dennis thing I could have ever written.
Ever have made.
and not even the preview. The preview wasn't even the best of it. The best of it was what comes after the preview, especially after the heist takes place, because it leads up to another scene that. Let me just tell you guys, the wardrobe changes in Dino Happy Hotel are insane. Yes, lots of wardrobe changes. Characters dress for specific events like crazy. But yes, the heist is it also has a lot of cameos. The heist has quite a lot of cameos.
Yeah, also I saw this cool fan art. Who recognizes these two? Guys,
Yes?
did I lose you?
No, we're still here. It's just taking a bit to load in.
Oh wait, it's because somebody unmuted their mic or something. I don't know. Is Fallen still here?
And he is, but he is mute.
He's muted and like deaf too. So
Fallen has
he's probably
fallen.
doing something.
Fallen has, as they say, fallen.
Dude, I've always liked that that look on him too, because it kind of gives that like what is it that like rich powerful like couple like
The royal look.
One doesn't.
The royal look.
Look like Lilith and Lucy. Like it's just, I mean, as a design perspective.
I do say I'm quite fond of rebellious attire for characters. I don't know why. It just looks.
Oh heck yeah, yeah.
It
like,
just fits.
Isn't like Angel in a way is kind of rebellious. Like it's not exactly like a. It's not exactly a hooker outfit, but not exactly the proper the attire you want to be business with either.
From the gangster, from the world.
It's not exactly a gangster outfit, but it's not exactly a hooker outfit. It's like a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also Cherries is like straight up rebel shit,
Yeah.
But I must say the most evidential in rebellion designs for me is specifically when you see clothing that seems partially torn. For example, Dennis and Alistair at the ends of their coats. It's like it's proper,
like,
but it's torn.
That kind where it kind of like feels like they've been through that coat had some stories to tell.
Yeah. It's like you can almost see the type of lifestyle that these characters lived.
Hey, there's so many fucking wardrobes.
Oh yes.
Dude, that coat kind of Alistair's, by the way, gives me that what is it like a? Is it a duster technically? Like a Western style duster?
Actually, I always thought Alistair wore a bit of a coat, like a winter coat, but
it's like a
Shaban.
coat too, kinda.
Or a hunter's coat. Either a winter coat or a hunter's coat, because how he died.
Of both.
Possibly.
I mean, a winter coat would be kind of like much for like Louisiana or little on hell.
Fair. But it does.
I mean, maybe depending on the part of hell.
That is also true. But it does sort of remind me of winter coats from those. If you see those old Disney movies where character like Anastasia, if you look at those old winter coats from those scenes, it sort of reminds me of that.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't Anastasia like a Russian fairy tale or something?
I think it was a tale of a true event. The murder of Tsar Nicholas and his family, the Russian Revolution.
And it was kind of like a like a play off it,
Yes.
In a more fanciful way.
Yes, the Russian Revolution, also known as the Red Revolution, is quite a interesting topic to go into.
Oh yeah, we can go all day with that, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
The birth of communism.
Also,
Ah, Cheeto's here.
another like couple characters I think that have good designs, or even something I've really loved and appreciated was the alternative clothing that. Sorry, my nose got stuffed up for a minute. Alternative clothing that Viv gave her characters in Helluva, and it shows we're gonna see like alternate outfits more,
Oh
in
yes,
a way.
I do enjoy when characters change up
And
their
I'm
wardrobes a bit.
excited when like seeing that. We're gonna probably get more of that with the hats and stuff.
Oh yes, I am quite excited for that.
CEO and Demolitions in chat.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, don't worry about Demolition. I just woke up like myself. I had to like put an alarm just to get up for this shit. I was half asleep earlier. Took me some talking with you just to wake up.
I've been up for quite some time actually. I just finished talking about a movie plan with a couple of associates, and now I'm here.
Like home movie.
Um, well, it's not filmed at home. I wouldn't say we're not filming it at home, but we are filming it.
Make your own film kind of thing.
Yes,
I've done that. And I've had friends who've done it.
short film for a film festival.
Yeah, exactly. And those are cool and like fun. And they can also get your foot through the door, so to speak.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm not.
Yeah.
I live near the Tinsel. I live like an hour or two drives away from freaking Tinseltown itself, so I kind of like know some industry shit.
Oh,
Just basic stuff though, nothing major.
now.
Like I used to go to a movie theater. I used to work in one, and we got people every so often who work in the industry looking for their credits on the screen.
I can see.
They just watch. They were just like they weren't like major cast, but they were they were part of it.
I imagine seeing yourself in the big screen is
Finally came to see their names on the big screen.
seeing yourself on the
Yeah,
big
kind of-
screen is something. It is something.
I mean, I would too if I was working like a year or two on a movie with like a group of people.
Yeah.
You know.
Seeing
I
yourself
don't care if I'm just
credited.
a cameraman or just a regular guy.
Seeing yourself credited is quite a powerful feeling. Heck,
Well, it's because it's a group effort, and people sometimes forget that shit.
I'm partially excited for when people see their names or usernames in the credits of Dino and Happy Hotel for their characters being featured in the show. Because if you know, not all characters in Dino Happy Hotel are mine. They're actually belonging to people that I used to associate with on Amino, and people I associate with in life, and just people that I still talk to every now and then. And so
Some of them are like ones you've had for a while too, or like were derivative of stuff you've had for a while.
oh yeah, like Dennis himself, he's been there longer than I can remember, and his original design
Probably
was,
changed different concepts and stuff over time too.
of course. Dennis went through
I mean,
about.
if you look at artists going back to Viv, Alistair went through several different concepts. But if you look at her history with that character and some of the stuff.
Agreed. And I must say that Dennis has changed, if not the most, second to the most, next to Theodore. Theodore and Dennis are my oldest characters to be featured in a animation of mine.
Yeah.
And there's actually another thing I was planning on working on before Dino and Happy Hotel, and I'll probably get back to that another time, not with this, but another time when it comes to my projects. Once I've finished all the others that I planned, the TUU, Astad, Dino and Happy Hotel, Seven Tails.
Mhm.
When I finish all those, I'll probably go and start working on that. But it's in short, it's a little. Well, at the time, it was supposed to be a little bit of a comic, but it was a little village slash town based in the sewers, and it has a bunch of rats, cats, crocodiles, and um, swamp slash sewer creatures that you would expect to find flushed down the toilet. Um, by
Give me real monster vibes, kind of.
yeah, almost like flushed away, sort of, but
Yeah.
different. Where
Or that one place in with the mutants and Futurama.
yeah, and so it was going to go along the plot that a couple of characters end up in this town, and there's a big battle going on between the species, well, the top forerunners in the species of the rats being the strongest, the most powerful, the richest, and the poor. So it was a rich versus poor plot.
Ah, yes, something that everyone goes through.
Yes, and it was going to not necessarily be the winning of the poor that is the end result.
Sorry.
Oh, well, the rats. But
The way of living.
the lesson at the end of it was going to be along the thing where even if you don't win a fight, a battle fought for a better future, eventually it's somewhere. And so that was the whole point of that. I'm not sure if I want to change it or not, but I still like those character designs, and I'll probably draw them digitally sometime. I still only have them in paper form.
Yeah. Hey, just a warning, like real fast. I gotta, I might end up muting myself for a couple seconds a few times because my uncle's is getting ready to go for the weekend. He's going to for like a short bowling tournament.
Ah, I wish him luck.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a tournament. It's more of a the end of season thing.
Indeed.
So they go to Laughlin, Nevada every time.
I mean, you could put guys but for this stuff.
Laughlin's like kind of like a smaller, it's like another casino town like Vegas, by the way. So
Ah,
it's on the river though, so it's like kind of a different town in general. Not as big as Vegas at all, but it's nice.
There's so many places I need to visit when I am able to in the world.
Yeah.
See the good and the bad.
And again, little fact about America, it's like sometimes people think they can travel here or there, like be like they'll have enough time. Oh, trust me, there's some like distances where it's like real long.
Oh yeah.
I know one time a guy traveled 6 hours in one take. It was still insane. So that's how people the States are and good.
In size, America's roughly about the same size as Madagascar and South Africa put together, which is quite big because it's bigger than Europe.
My state to go from what is it? The middle state, like the middle of the state in Bakersfield to where I'm at is like 4 hours, and that's only like halfway up.
Oh wow.
And that's on traffic on a good day.
On a good day. Imagine if it was a bad day. Oh, I do see that Cheeto has joined us.
Yellow.
Welcome back. Now, introductions again, because we have 13 new subscribers that have joined since the last stream.
Who has joined Smash? Oh my gosh. Your subscriber count is insane. Nah, like it just keeps growing and growing.
Hopefully it'll get to 1,000 by the time Dino Happy Hotel's out, so I can monetize certain videos. Not all of them, because there's a bunch of stuff that I don't want to take credit for that's on my channel. But some
You can
videos.
set out the date.
Like possibly I wanna in future
It won't be
monetize.
much, but it'll be something.
Yeah, it's possible.
YouTube hardly pays shit. No, I'm sorry, they just don't.
Well, fair, but when it comes to if I was earning in dollars, that would be quite a bit. Even if it's a bit of
Yeah.
dollars, it does change.
Yeah, but it's still like a money difference. I know that too.
Fair. It's about
So you
14
might
bucks
end up getting
different.
more out of it than I would.
Fair. But I do say this, I want to monetize certain videos, like original content projects. Dino and Happy Hotel I wouldn't monetize because it features too much ideas that I adapted from other shows or other people, and so Dino and Happy Hotel would not be monetized, but my other shows would be.
Yeah.
And that is assuming I get to any of those.
Dream big.
Yes, dreaming big is preferred when you have such projects to work on.
Can always take another game.
That's true.
I've watched it.
I do wonder. Now, there's a question I have for the entire chat if you're all here. What are you, besides Legion, since you've already answered, what are you most excited for when it comes to Dino and Happy Hotel? What features are you most excited for in this show?
Hearing my voice in another character on that screen.
That is very nice, I must tell you.
That's a high point for me. Because I put on Seas Dice.
That too.
Like I've never like had the privilege of even like seeing myself like anything in that sort, like, and I think it would be cool as hell.
Yeah.
I must say that this will be the.
I was talking to Ada wow, like in 2018 time. When is this shit gonna come out? 2021, 2020.
The animation takes a lot of time, dude.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. When I came up with Dino and Happy Hotel, I only wrote the script in 2019, and by 2018 I had already animated a bunch of rough things and come up with bits of the story. I only completed the script in 2019.
It's a one-man team, or no, it's like a 1 or 2 man team, man. Like there's some where, like, I mean, like there's some people who, you know, done with like a lot less, like, or a lot more, and like, you know, depending on like the project.
Fair.
Yeah.
I do say one thing I do hope I learned from this working on episode animating alone is I have a lot more experience now than I did then, and so a lot of things I have to reanimate anyway. But I do hope that the one thing I take away from this will be I should always start off with the plan and not come up with the plan after, because a lot of things changed.
Yeah, it's you gotta have a strategy.
And so when I made Dino and Happy Hotel, it wasn't the only thing on my plate to make. I actually scheduled it to come out 2020, a year after has been. But then I realized how long a process animation is and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. Also, Cheeto, I didn't hear your.
I think it's normal for it like that though.
Yes.
Because there's been times where even like Viv thought it would come out earlier, but then I think Viv actually thought like something in her show was gonna come out earlier, but then she had to think about like, you know, postponing it, and then because she ended up getting that new team for Oliver Boss, she was able to kind of like work work into it with them doing both pilots.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Cheeto is having technical difficulties,
Damn.
but we will be accompanied
As to be
by
expected.
the slow entrance of guests as time passes. Demo has said that he is about to get his stuff so he can join in a bit, and Cheeto will be back. Fallen is also currently filling up his human body with nutrients, and some of our guest stars won't be able to make it because of travel. But other than that, um, so far we're half of who will be here,
Yeah.
and I must say that I'm quite impressed with the turnout so far. Often when I plan big things, a lot of things change. Actually, Dino and Happy Hotel is one of the largest things I've ever planned in my life.
Only Glenn then
Also, a word of advice to anyone that wants to be an animator or create their own thing by themselves. Don't, and I mean don't, underestimate the amount of time in a day you'll need to finish a second of work.
Yeah.
So far, what I've animated takes less than a second since I'm working at 42 frames per second. Not the traditional 25 frames per second because that is slow. Um, but yes, if if you want smoother animation with less frames, you're going to have to multiply a lot of the frames so you can put in those small increments. And another thing about this animation app is you can't really manipulate individual pieces like Toon Boom and those other apps, but um, this app does luckily allow you to import things much easier than a lot of other animation apps, and so it is quite a basic app. So if I were to suggest an app to begin with, I'd say Pencil 2D, but it does limit a lot of the process. That's why it's also taken so long. Had to draw every little movement hand by hand.
every little bit.
So yeah,
I use an app like when I do draw. Like I don't draw much, but I've done a few.
Yeah.
I think it was called. I think it's because it's a newer app and it's kind of like. But it might not be like for animation. I don't know. It's called. Excuse me. It's called Ibis Paint X.
oh yes, Ibis Paint. That Ibis Paint and the Critter can be used for animation if you have enough time and value.
Oh, it could.
They can, because anything that you can use to draw can be used as animation. You just need a stop motion app so
Right.
you can put each and every drawing into a frame. But the layer option in those apps can be used like that.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask, how do you put this into like have it like translated into like film, so to speak? I mean,
Turn
they're image after image, but it's like I know like with certain apps, you can make it very complicated to make a actual video out of like something like that.
yes, yes. It does take a lot of trial and error with those things. I tried to do it with Sketchbook. Yeah, the layer function on Sketchbook's really great for it. The only problem is you end up taking a lot of photos and they end up being different sizes. And so you
Yeah.
have to reframe everything to equal size, and that's a problem I also have with Dino and Happy Hotel with the frame sizes and the file sizes, because from PC to mobile does not translate as easily as PC to PC, so the size of the file does vary.
I know that a lot of people used to use Flipnote for animations. It was like that thing for like Nintendo DS's, but it kind of like got big because it was like a cheap and easy program.
I do say, uh, I do find also another great thing when it comes to animation apps and drawing apps is you don't necessarily need to animate in an animation app. Like Toon Boom, you can draw in Toon Boom, and you can animate in Critter, but they even if they are used for different purposes. I do like Toon Boom, however, even though it is extremely expensive. I like Toon Boom in the sense that it gives it an almost stylized finish as well as it evens out the rough lines, which other apps do. The other apps do that, but not as well. So Toon Boom does have that advantage that everyone wants, but for a high price, extremely high price. Your average working class citizen from non-America struggles to afford Toon Boom, but eventually, eventually Toon Boom is the goal. Anyway,
That's what you're using. I'm gonna soon be using something else. I don't know what that's called. Wait, I can.
Yeah, I posted a GIF of what footnote animation is. It's always got that like kind of pixel but not pixel like art style.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I have something in my throat.
There are other things that one can mess around with on Toon Boom, like the line refinement, how it smoothens out your lines when you draw. I can try find that again, but it's a some stuff I don't really like messing around with. If I go here and I just go to curve
Hey
smoothing.
Cheetah, you there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Aware,
Okay.
he's back.
Cause I noticed like he was not muted anymore. Or like missing.
He is back. He is back. And so there are definitely things over here you can mess around with when it comes to the smoothness as well as the way this app works in accordance to what you're using. I use not mouse but a drawing pad or a drawing device. Not exactly a tablet or thing. It's just a pad, and everything I do on the pad translates to the computer, which also makes things a lot easier.
Hey, where'd you get one of those, man? I heard those were expensive.
Got one online. Luckily enough,
I mean, you can get some for pretty decently, but like
that is true, and so um, this wasn't what I had in mind when I thought of a drawing pad, but it does work quite well, and
Yeah.
I actually prefer it to a drawing tablet because drawing tablet, um, to me, it feels too close to animating on an iPad or small screen. I prefer the large screens.
I've drawn on my tablet, and it's not even like a drawing tablet. It's just a regular tablet that came with a really good stylus pen. Like it's the same brand as the freaking thing, and it's like a big freaking pen. And I think it's like a special like one too. I don't know exactly what, but actually draws pretty damn well for what it is. For it being like not like straight up like a drawing brand.
Id, go into Google Book.
Sure.
But
Search Wacom. The videos.
Oh, Wacom. That's as Wacom is something that I've seen.
oh yeah, those things.
Yeah,
Wacom
I
is something
recently got one of those.
Wacom is something I've
did?
seen used by a bunch
Yeah.
of my inspirators, should I say? A Wacom is what I forgot this guy's name. He animates very funny little stickman skits. He uses a Wacom. Very clean, very clean. Gives it his animation.
It's a popular brand for artists. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it also enables a lot of different styles. But oh wow, it is pricey.
Thing is, though, I'm not that invested with art where I need like one like that. So
There's a Wacom for $1,000, well, nearly $2,000, and there's a Wacom for $99. The prices vary. There's one for $8,000. There's one for $700. There's one for $99.
Yeah.
shit, $99. It's a steal.
Takealot.com.
You do.
Might be an older model, but it's still a model.
Oh, it's not even that old. It's just smaller than the others. The others come with stands and other stuff, other fancy things. This is just
Wait, I'll be back there.
oh, this is quite a basic model anyway. But there are others that are not much different that are around the same price range.
Do they have like drawing like pads for like computers?
I'd assume so. They're all Wacoms, and so they all look similar. I think the best one over here, which also has the most buys and reviews and best reviews, is $600. $600, which is it's better than the $8,000 one. So I must say, when it comes to international online brands, I tend to tread tentatively
Yeah.
because the prices they skyrocket. Also, Cheeto.
What are you on about?
I must say that I was asking a question earlier. I think when you were going through technical difficulties, what part of Dino and Happy Hotel are you most excited to see?
Damn. While I was having technical difficulties, I said something about what was this? I said something about being able to voice my character. And
That is quite similar to what Dakota had said, and that is a
exactly.
very big aspect.
See my voice come to life into something that's not my own. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a very big aspect of creating things in general.
Yeah, your voice.
Because there's been, I mean, who didn't want to like, or even thought about like having themselves in a cartoon or something as a kid.
It's
Bet.
a dream.
It is the dream
Yeah.
to see yourself
Weird dream.
personified.
It's a dream.
To see yourself personified into a cartoon space, or should I say, unpersonified into a cartoon space, is quite the dream.
I mean, the character is not my own, but like it was cool enough and like an interesting thing for me to do.
The character in
Also,
question.
also, my character, I think I know is actually really kind of cool in his own little weird way.
He's quite the steal when it comes to assistants when comes to the space. He has been in his current predicament. I don't want to spoil anything, but he's been in his predicament for some time before Dennis gets into that scene. And so he sort of acts as a temporary mentor as well as a temporary positive voice in Dennis's life. So your character is quite important to the growth of Dennis's character in the long run, because he sort of supports Dennis in a way that Dennis hasn't gotten that support in his life, and it sort of sets the feel for the next 25 episodes of the season.
Really.
And so 25 episodes, each about 45 minutes long. Well, the goal is to get them that long. Each episode will be important to the growth of each of the characters featured. And so majority of the main characters, the main cast, and the featured cast that plays a main role in each episode will have a problem to overcome within that episode. And each episode going forth comes with different problems, different struggles, and along the same theme. And it goes on for quite some time like that, but you also do see changes in characters' lives and relationships. And it does get confusing, but it also does get funnier and less funny in certain moments. It actually gets quite sad towards the end. Oh, writing the plan for the end was tough. Yeah, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you.
Hold on, my uncle's calling me. Excuse me.
Sure thing.
Shit.
I was now about to mention Eves in the Discord chat.
Ah, great. I shall check that out now.
Yeah, he was saying goodbye to me before he went on his journey up.
All right.
The journey of a life that.
No.
Now you want about to it, don't I?
No.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
Why?
Because you know what I'm doing.
Fair point. But I must say, a big thing with this Dino and Happy Hotel project is I've never, ever in my life thought that characters that I created would ever move or have voices or stories to tell until
Have a life.
until I tried to do it myself. And when I created majority of these characters a couple of years ago, and still create some new characters and designs for upcoming episodes, upcoming shows, spin-offs, universes, just background characters in general, every story and every aspect of the design tells a backstory of sorts, and that backstory ties in the end with the larger story. And so even background characters in the show are not just background characters, they have mini roles in a way. For their designs tell a story, their clothing tells a story, it fills in the blanks, should I say, of how that universe works. Because Dino and Happy Hotel, though is an alternate universe version of Has Been Hotel, does have different rules. It does have its own different rules towards how Has Been works.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to the rules that Dino and Happy Hotel follows, it's a lot tougher on the characters. For in Dino and Happy Hotel, hell is a place of eternal suffering. There's no break for them. They cannot catch a break. There's always something that's going wrong. There's always something that has to upset someone in some way. And some people find joy in that chaos. And those people themselves are conflicted. And that is something Dino and Happy Hotel tackles. Tackles the serious versus the silly. And there are no good guys in the show. There are no good guys. But they are antagonists. They are antagonists. No good guys, but antagonists. And protagonists. Even though the protagonists are not good guys, they are the people we are meant to be rooting for in this circumstance. Because if we don't root for them, what is eternal suffering will be eternal suffering with no justification, no cause, no form of acknowledgement of change.
It's the old classic likable bad guy kind of scenario.
Yeah, but it also ties into the theme of redemption, because just like Has Been Hotel, redemption is a popular key here. If you don't believe these people can be redeemed, punishing them has no real cause and effect. You're punishing people for doing the wrong things without making them learn a lesson. You're just punishing them. What is the cause? And that is something no one really knows until much later, and no one really understands until much later. No one really even understands what they have to do to stop the punishment from happening. And so, yes, a lot of the shows I've grown up watching have to do with similar things, tackling why is bad thing happening to people that did bad thing. Because if you believe that everyone can change, people can't be bad, but their actions are bad. And so that whole scenario, that whole plot hole, is sort of what Dino and Happy Hotel thrives around.
Yeah, to kind of go back to what you said earlier, about, what was it, like you were saying something about, like, you never thought you'd see your characters, like, like, animated, or like, dreamed of it, and
Yeah.
it's like, I remember telling you a while back, like, I told you, like, just do it, man, like, just, so what if it's bad? Just do it. The only thing that's stopping you is not doing it. Like, you know?
True, true. There's nothing about life stopping you from doing anything, besides the fact that
Technically, no. It's just like there's gonna be limitations. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay.
if you have a goal in life, there are limitations, but if you can overcome those limitations, which majority of the time is possible, in any way, you can make the strives to right the wrongs and make it easier for other people to do similar, as well as inspire people with what you do and have satisfaction in what you've done. For example, if I never tried,
Getting better over time, so.
if I never tried animating, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere with these characters. They would just be characters without much else. But in trying to tell the story behind them, even if my art style is janky, jagged, skewed, and imperfect, trying to get these characters to have their own world and their own plot and their own story.
Also, you have a very straight art style.
That is
I have to admit that.
that is something I've had for quite some time, actually.
I feel like I'm kind of taking over, talking too much. I'm sorry. It's just been a while.
Oh, it's fine. It's
We
fine.
just
It's fine.
chatted.
It's perfectly fine. But yes, um, my art style is quite odd. It has some rounded areas like so, and some
It's odd,
shot.
but it's actually gotten better. I've seen you grown from this project.
I've
So
Yeah.
That's when I made it back in 2018. I've seen these arts.
my 2018 art is still better than my 2016 art.
In some ways, yeah.
I mean, I have seen your YouTube as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trust me, it's definitely growing.
Oh, Fallen, you're back.
Let's go.
Also,
That's
being
why
back, I just want to
I
enjoy
always
the
see
movie.
as like old art, as cringy as like older work might seem to you, it's still kind of like a kind of like a school yearbook with like your past.
That is
In
true.
a way.
Also,
You used to be like this kind of cringy with your art. Now you're doing this badass shit kind of feel.
yeah.
That sounds like a
I mean, I'm sure like Viv thought that about some of her art too, man. I don't doubt it.
True, true. I must also ask, Fallen, what is it that you are most excited to see in Dino and Happy Hotel?
This is gonna sound really toxic,
The main question.
but basically the character and everything, my appear and like the chaos bit.
So you're not unique like me. I was the only one who said I was ready to be fair to see the heist of my own character. No, you were
No, I literally was thinking of the heist and I was saying that. But the reason why I love the heist so much is because I
There's another thing I'm looking forward to.
The heist is.
I,
Pardon?
I wanna hear some of the jokes you guys got. 'Cause I don't know what kind of humor I'm going into with this, but it should be damn good.
Against humanity.
Oh no. Oh no.
I bet, I'm excited for it.
Well, I must say that.
That's what I'm gonna fucking do to him, and he knows it.
No.
And everyone knows that I'm gonna fucking do to it. Everyone knows it. He's gonna do to me as well. So
fair.
I've seen clips of like some of the humor, but like I know there's got to be more than I'm not seeing.
Well, there's a lot of humor in the cast, but I must say I'm quite impressed with how well the streams have worked out. They're actually quite random and quite chaotic because um, very hard to plan these things, but I'm quite happy with how they planned out, even if they're not as funny as the last. Um, but in relation to the show itself, I have a bunch of characters for all of you, the cast. And this takes the part of most likely to. How well do you know your character?
Yeah.
And since you've all received the script for your characters, this will be interesting. You can of course easily go back to the script and check the script that you've been given if you think it would fit. But out of all of you, I'm gonna just say a random act, and you have to say whether you think your character is most likely to do that or not. And I'll confirm if it's true or not. And there'll be definitely nothing too spoilery about it. First action. Is your character most likely to commit arson?
Nah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, especially if it causes chaos in the situation to probably do something that's not allowed in a situation.
Yeah, but I don't get to see it.
Well,
I have to run away.
You don't get to see it, bro. You have to run away.
Well, I think with my character situation, I don't think he even give a fuck what he does anymore since he's in there.
well, to say honest answer, arson applies yes to Legion, yes to Fallen, no to CEO. Yes, Richard would do arson on anyone really. He wouldn't care who it.
Like you don't even know your own character.
Okay, you said anyone, so it makes sense. I thought you were saying that the first one.
Are you mad?
Um,
With arson in this
and
country?
Dakota, your character would not be the arson type when it comes to violence. Your character would be actually more of a gunslinger, someone to use
Yeah.
hand weapons than explosions. And you of course know the king of arson and explosions being Dennis himself.
First time I'm using
Yeah.
bombs in his fucking air.
One of his nicknames is literally Bomb Boy. He's infamous and famous for his bombs. Like, oh,
Infamous my ass.
those bombs can be used for
the bombs, not infamous for the bombs.
those. Depending on what he wants to use bombs for, the bombs can vary in potency.
Yeah, I'm not lying about that comment. Okay, just making sure.
Next one.
But would he like do arson?
Nope.
Okay, probably because he's kind of like more astute than
Fair.
some of the other people.
Next one. Which one of your characters is most likely to be an artist, a good artist, when it comes to A, music, and B, art itself, like visual art?
Okay, for me it's kind of default.
Music.
When it comes to Dakota, your character is highly likely. When it comes to CEO, also known as Cheeto, your character is also highly likely. When it comes to Fallen, your character, yes, is highly likely. When it comes to Legion, your character, not exactly no. When it comes yeah. But I'd say the most artistic character here has to be Silver, character voiced by Cheeto. Silver the Wolf.
I know it's. I just had to say it because of Sonic.
Fair point. As well as, I would like to be the first to welcome Demo, the voice of our first antagonist in this call, Seth.
Yo, hello. So I'm currently on my
Seth as a character is, I have to say, a very unlucky character, but the comedy works very ideally with his character and the contrast between Dennis.
Interesting.
I even have a small picture on the wall.
How many of you guys saw that freaking Facebook app? Yeah, Friday Night Funkin' is now a mobile app.
Did not see that. Did not see that.
What?
You guys have installed.
I could see that being a thing, honestly.
I can take a screenshot. Okay, now we can continue proceeding with the point down.
I love Friday Night Funkin' as like a Newgrounds like product too. You know, it's like, you know, Newgrounds actually had some good, like actually like brought us some good games in general, and not just Flash games either, like actual games that were sent on consoles like Castle Crashers and such.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my computer real quick. So volume is the quality change in 3, 2.
I said do the right
Hello.
screenshots.
Yes, hello.
Oh my god, rip-off extraordinaire.
I do also have to.
Welcome to the App Store, where we rip off popular IPs for shits and giggles and for your cash. Shut up and give me money.
Fair point. I do have to do a quick request for everyone currently in call. Starting from top to bottom, can everyone do?
Illegal.
Why? Why?
I'm on the phone. That's why.
From okay, I'll put the order. I'll put the order in chat, but
Alphabetical order?
no, not exactly. I don't think it's in alphabetic order. Oh wait, yes, it is in alphabetic order. I forgot. Anyway, in order of username, in alphabetic order of username, may each of us say one line from the script in character.
I'm really not awake for this, and I don't have the script on me.
I have to go look for the script. One moment.
I have no idea where my script is. It might be in my other tablet for all I know. Down the court, all of us like
My phone literally broke.
Where's the script that you sent me? The script? Is there a file name in particular?
I think.
Screenshots. We're good.
All right. I think Dakota. I sent you. Dakota, I think I sent you your script on Discord DMs. I think.
You messaged me in DMs.
Yeah, I think on Discord or Twitter, I sent you your script via that way.
Oh, on Twitter, yeah, you're right. Good thing you first told me that, because I've never.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead with the which. Yeah, I'll go ahead with one of the first lines my character says. Yeah, but I'll do it after Dakota, cause Dakota is first in the list.
It's not here, I don't think. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, that can't find your shit.
So I'm going first.
Legion, yours might be on Instagram, but that'll be a lot of scrolling.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Shit, where the fuck is it?
Can someone borrow me a book?
How? 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 How?
I'm too lazy to look mine, okay? It just saved me a little.
How?
On the funnel.
Hey, do you actually want to
So the song did not.
It is!
You're not prepared for this.
You sure
Nah,
you didn't
how
DM
am I
me
supposed
this?
Can you send me the script? Because, like, I have no mail even.
Me too.
I'm gonna regret this, but I don't even think I'll be able to do that. No, that'll take. No.
Just for my doorbell ring. I'll be right back.
All right, I will go to slides and take. I will resend you all your scripts, cause you lost your scripts. So I have to go to slides now. Um,
It wasn't even at school. It wasn't even a school thing, my guy. Online. Here. Show me some scripts. That's how I used to do with people's school. I still lose my stuff.
where did I put the script?
How do you lose your stuff when you're at home? Bro.
All right.
Should we read the line or not?
Yes, Dakota, you may start. You may start.
Do you want me to do a small one? Because I
Don't worry, I'm
don't know
about to
which one you want me to do exactly.
You may do one of your choice. You may do one of your choice.
Don't expect it to be perfect or the exact same like quality as like when I do the line now. So
That's a-okay, my fellow.
I'm trying to find one I can do with my tired ass. I'll do two takes of this. Just
All right.
a handsome, oh shit, I fucked that up. Just a handsome, unfortunate sinner trapped in here. That's one take.
Let's
Just
go.
a handsome, unfortunate sinner trapped in here. That's done.
All right.
Yeah, you said one small one. You know, that's nothing much, but it's a line.
Now, Cheeto, if you go to DMs, I shall send you yours. Just go DMs. Your lines.
execute it.
Because you're next on the list.
And I read one, right?
Yeah, anyone of your choice. Anyone of your choice.
Okay. Dennis, no need to worry. That was about 40 years ago. Plus I kickstarted that idea I always talked about. Digital drukers.
All right. Now for the next one. Who is next on the list? Again.
That would be me.
Demo. All right.
Alright. Let's see. I guess I'll just go off the first line. That's a fun one. Maybe a bit long, but I can do it. I'm not wood to believe that you have intel on an overlord by the name of Dennis.
Lovely. Love that. Now, Fallen, I have to send you yours again because I think you lost yours.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You.
And we have our main voice of Lucy. No, just kidding, this house.
Hello.
Hey,
Girlfriend draw girl was trying to say hi to everybody.
oh, she did.
Yeah,
She
she was
said
trying
hi,
to say hi.
but she wasn't.
I just wanted to come in and say a quick hi to everybody.
Oh, hello. Also,
Well, hello?
well, hello there.
But hello?
Hey,
Hello.
before I go, peace out, motherfucker.
Anyway, we have one reply to that, and that is, bruh.
The fact it was ready. The fact it was ready.
It was ready.
Dude, what a weird freaking meme I just found. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is wrong with Marvel these days?
Oh no, that's a legitimate thing. Oh no, that's a legitimate thing. That's Gator Loki from like the series before.
I know it's a legitimate thing, and I'm just. I know it's a legitimate thing, but all I can think of is why.
What the gator doing?
What the gator do?
What the gator do?
Say it in a pure Florida accent. What the gator do?
Interior crocodile gator.
Interior crocodile alligator.
Creator.
I drive my Chevrolet movie theater.
You know,
Oh my god. You look at Dennis voice.
That was not Dennis, no. Dennis is much more high pitch.
Okay, because
So you
for a minute I thought did and it was like a serpentious cringe situation.
Oh yes. Fallen, your lines have been sent to you.
Oh, they're back.
Oh, he's dead.
That Fallen's been mute for a while.
The lines on there.
I am back. It turns out my girlfriend was watching.
Ah!
Oh, well, congrats.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
wanted
she
to
stole my reply.
I wanted to bring up streaming up.
Oh, honey.
Why is the chat filled with alligators?
That's for her.
So many alligators.
Here we go. Look at the general cat. Hey, Lisa, what you see?
Legion. Yeah. What's this? Hello, honey. Hello, my lifetime gal. That's for her.
Also.
Say, I
That's
think
actually
Fallen
fucking
was
adorable.
nice.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Now, seeing that Fallen is muted, I'll just go ahead since I'm next in line. Let me get the line that I had gotten out.
I really thought people could hear me. I've been speaking for so long.
You muted yourself. No. Vile.
Welcome to Discord, everybody. It only gets worse from here.
Vile. Okay, Fallen, you go ahead with your lines now.
Okay, just give me a sec. I need to remember the voice. I really hope Emery's not listening to this. Okay. Oh, Emery. Okay, I go in. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Flawless. No. The design you gave me wasn't specific. Follow me. Me and my team didn't know the upgrades you.
Now that's a wretched.
Can I tell you something that reminded me of the Star Wars meet? It was like, you weren't requesting special forces. Yeah, the guys couldn't handle bears with sticks wouldn't need to be here.
Vile.
I hope you guys are ready to hate me.
Oh.
Whoa. Is that Harry?
Why?
The people in the stream will have no idea what we're talking about.
Why? What? Do you like jazz?
The B from B movie on, his face is on Shrek's head.
It is swamp. It's swamp jazz. Swamp jazz. All right. Now on to my Dennis line.
Back again.
Onto the Dennis line. I'm gonna choose the one that hopefully everyone that is a cast member remembers from a couple of videos ago.
I did forget to say something. So, before I go, do you know me and Veronica have been together a year?
Yes.
Well, congrats.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
we've been together 2
I've been gone for a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
He been gone.
She told me she was very flustered when I came in the chat for a quick second.
Adorable.
My response is this.
Alright, gentlemen, and
This?
Yes.
well, alright, cast members. I am going to perform the line. You dare oppose me, mortals?
You got cut off.
Why? You dare oppose me?
Are you doing some flipping?
No! Why?
Okay.
Uh,
Because you said it right when I was saying everyone go silent.
you dare oppose me?
It's probably not.
Alright.
Bad, bad, bad. Okay, and then
Why is
finally,
there a fog in the chat?
finally,
Oh, now I remember where that line's from.
finally, Legion. If you remember where your line is, if you don't, I'll send it. I'll send them again.
Send it.
What?
Look at what you know, guys.
What if I told you this was voice acted and animated?
Wait.
I bet it is. Gotta be somewhere. It's been a couple years.
And it's hilarious.
My confusion is immeasurable.
Freeman.
My confusion is immeasurable.
Yeah.
My confusion is immeasurable, and my day is utterly confused.
My date. Wait. Super confusion.
And like.
Confuseception. Wait, what?
I bumped your mom.
What?
Is
Is a censored version of
in
it.
your window.
What? What?
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. I pissed in your sink last night.
What?
Ladies.
Alright. We should probably get on with Legion getting into to the line.
Yes, I'm trying to find.
Are we still waiting?
I hate this fucking family meme. Those movies suck. I don't
There we go.
I don't watch.
I've been looking for your lines the whole time, and I realized.
Would you like for me to do it funny with voice line? I'll take that silence as a no.
I would delete that.
Tempted to do it funny, but I'll tell you this.
I saw
chat.
I saw somebody do an entire GTRP as Vin Diesel, and all he kept on saying was the word like family about everything, and it was hilarious.
Love that. Family is key when it comes to Fast and Furious.
It was funny because like the guys playing as like the cops in the private RP server were like,
Oh.
he's like, this is the power of family. And it's like using telekinesis and shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Bruh.
Legion?
I'll show you guys later, but it's great.
Legion? Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Alright, excellent.
Your lines are too short, so I'm gonna say nothing else.
I guess that's all I say.
How about the Dr. Eggman rant?
Dr. Eggman.
The snap.
No. No.
Oh god, that would be a long one.
Curse.
It would be, but it would be interesting.
I've got to
Alright, everybody, let's allow Legion to commence his request.
Yeah, Mike, with my own line, because your lines are too short. And plus, one of them gives away the story.
Fair point.
I apologize.
Yeah, it also is a line. See? You seen it?
Um,
Oh, thought you were gonna do the line.
fair, fair. Okay,
That's about saying in the thing first.
you can go ahead with that. I agree.
Okay. You're smart, man. You should know when you can. There we go.
Aight.
Did I hear that again? You got cut off in my ear.
Yeah, you kind of wait. Get that game, but a little louder, please.
Alright. You're a smart man. You should know when you're beaten.
Bad.
I like that.
Oh yes, I must confirm here. Majority of these voices also have certain effects that we cannot add as of yet, but will be added in the official show.
Yeah.
For example,
As a robotic voice.
yes, well, Walker has a bit of a techno glitch side to his voice, since he's a cyborg-ish being. And Dennis also has a bit of an old-fashioned bullhorn sound effect attached to his voice. So there are definitely effects missing. But
Yeah.
raw and uncut. Wait.
Is it raw, you folks? No. Oh god, what you laughing at?
I know.
Nothing. It's just, okay, I'll share it with the class.
Are we doing that orientation already?
Oh hell no.
It's not good, but it's just funny to me, and I've always found it funny ever since I heard it. You guys ever played the Serious, or like heard the Serious Sam games, like that Scream of the Suiciders, like enemies?
No.
It is the stupidest like stock sound effect, and the funniest one I've ever heard in my entire life.
Well, let's hear it.
Hell yeah.
Let me grab.
Well, hell yeah.
I don't know how well it'll sound on the audio, but here we go.
Oh god, what happened to CEO?
Mine was attacked.
The mic just glitched absolute death.
But it.
Can you hear that?
Oh my gosh.
No, do it again, but closer to the mic.
I have to figure out where the mic is on this thing. I'm talking on a damn tablet.
Oh, that's a great moment.
R.I.P.
Oh, wait, okay, may as well just share the video, I guess.
The both of us made. My tablet's been going through hells right now.
Laptop. Well,
Yeah, I'll grab it.
while you prepare that funny bit, I guess I can do one of those Eggman lines, but I don't think I'll do that whole script thing. I'll do one of the other funnies, as I'll stick.
Yeah. One. Another one.
I got it. You fool! I have 70 alternative accounts!
Yes. Yes. I love that. You fool. I have 70 alternative accounts.
Because I didn't even get to hear what that sounded like, because I forgot to turn the hear myself thing on, so...
You fools.
Everybody.
You fools.
Oh, well, I'm familiar with that scream.
You fools.
It's the best.
I have 70
Like,
alternative
the
accounts.
three screams is just so silly and like.
That noise
Hey,
like,
Peter.
this loop is literally just the freaking embodiment of pain. Just... I want to get that as a sound. I want to make that as a soundbite on my soundboard.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
Take a nice watch at this video.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's...
Lowish.
Oh,
That's better than the time I was shush.
Jesus.
it's called In the Hood Fireworks Shows.
What the hell?
Hey, Peter. Oh, hello.
Why is the file titled Triple Wasabi?
Oh, wow. Everyone. I would like to announce the arrival of the voice actor for Nifty and Anna in the show. Draw Girl. Welcome.
Speak!
Speech. Welcome.
Your press should be like,
Drawer Girl over here has a character that, from time immemorial,
You can hear the stream through your mic.
yes, yes, through time immemorial, for the past few years, Drawer Girl's character Anna has been adapted, should I say, into the show. First, I wanted to keep this character as a hotel tenant, but as the show changed, she became a much more prominent role in a revolution taking place where Dennis entered and landed in hell. And so, that is a interesting side plot to the original plot that of Dino and Happy Hotel, but it is phenomenal. It has to do with a bunch of other characters as well. In case no one here knew, Dino and Happy Hotel does have a side plot.
I have a feeling I know it.
You know because you know which characters are in it. Now, a request for Drawer Girl.
Like I don't know.
Now, a request for Drawer Girl. In Annabelle's voice, may you say the following. I need to get this thing out again. We'll be right back.
After these shortness. So stay tuned on right here on the stream of DIHH.
Alright. They laughed at it. Are you sure? Those lines.
Where are they?
Oh, I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you, actually. Much better. Let me go to Discord. The direct messages. There we go. There we go. 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. Oh, okay. You ready? Go ahead. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Perfect.
And that, everyone, is show business. Well, that's all, folks. wait. I used to be able to do a Daffy Duck voice. Suffering succotash.
Can I request you to say these few lines?
What's the what the lines are, my friend?
Well,
That's a meme. I don't think I can quote a meme, sir.
Again,
Hard to tell.
you know it will work.
Hello, everybody. I have an important announcement to make.
Okay, I can say it.
go on.
Oh, go ahead with the announcement.
Wait, no. First you.
Okay. Alright. But do you want me to say it normally, or did you want me to say it like in a certain voice?
The stage is yours.
Okay.
Stage is yours, any voice.
No, I think it'll be funny if I say it as Seth.
Bet.
Do it. It's gonna be so much better.
You know that's when you fell from the vending machine? Because you the snack.
Lady.
Ah, baby.
you just like.
That pun hurts. That pun hurts. Literally.
You know, it's so good.
It's fun. Anyways.
Alright.
The announcement.
Now for the announcement, my fellows. All the way from, well, technically it's online, so all the way from my device right here to these speakers, you're about to hear the upcoming plot for one of my sideshows in about 3, 2, 1.
Go outside and go outside and cut out besides it. Go all out, it's just like minutes.
I'm not watching the stream. What's happening?
Wait, what? It cut out?
I'm not knowing what's going on, but
Did that cut out?
yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn it into a form that's less menacing.
Then again, you could always just send them a gift.
Yes, but that defeats the point.
So what if it gets cut out anyway?
Fair point. Trying again. How about that? Never mind. Anyway,
You work it out later and just post it, right?
I'll just re-explain it. Anyway, one of my upcoming projects that I've been working on in the process of Dino and Happy Hotel was a side comic that has to do with Dennis's life before he went to Rehabilitation Hotel, and that has to do with his various missions to anger the technology demons and other lowlifes, and it also has to do with his ex, which is whose name I will announce now as Sam, because, well, it's already in the poster. The actual cover for it is on my Instagram, one of my stories, but the designs and the clothing is that of the late 1940s and early 1950s, because that is when this takes place. It is just before he gains the information of his to later be butler Alex.
I still remember in that one, what is through you, through Dennis and Dennis's wife. But Dennis's wife in Dino form, and you were so happy about it.
Oh yes, that was 2018, late 2018. I still have that drawing.
Question.
Yes?
Am I the only one who realized that? Am I the only one who only realized that now? That the hotel's actually rehab for life?
Rehab.
Rehab of the afterlife, my friend. Rehab of the afterlife.
Bet. There's a lot of other things that have to do with 2018-2019 Dino and Happy Hotel that comes in Season 3. Season 3 is the Dino and Happy Hotel that Legion knows. That being Dino and Happy Hotel to do with bombs, Tony, Loxo, and all the others, and the Space Hotel thing. The Void Hotel. Season 3 is probably going to be my favorite to work on because it's just going to be so random.
It sounds like you're turning this into Rick and Morty.
No. That's something else. That's something else.
I'm not even gonna lie, like, the recent episodes make no sense, like, no correlation whatsoever.
That is true. But season 3 has correlation with the greater story. It's just the comedy and humor is very new. It's nothing that is like season 1's a lot of riff on sitcom-esque comedy because each episode they return to one location, and so it's mainly centralized around one location, being sitcom, whereas it's also centered around situations. Season 3 is the comedy is centered around whatever the hell Dennis wants. That is actually just all season 3 is. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Wait, Fallen, how do you not know this? You have access to the doc.
Okay, dear Ed, I would like you to remember my phone broke.
Oh yeah.
In my past life for the past 2 months. Okay. Yes.
Fair
But
point.
I had to find a way to actually use my email now. Again, I was working for like 10-20 minutes trying to log into Discord a few minutes. Well, an hour ago.
That
2 hours ago. What the hell is going on with time?
wait, 2 hours ago. It's been 2 hours. Dang.
Yes.
We've been on stream for 2 hours.
And a wild stream, man. Wow.
Yeah, that was funny, but I bet this will probably make you laugh more. I don't know why, but I know it's funny.
What?
I prefer this classic. No sound effect in it, but still.
Wow.
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 My brain. Wow. That's actually good.
Wow. Oh wow.
Quick, somebody say sus.
Sus.
No. You.
No.
Okay, so the hell.
Bam bam bam.
Dun, ding, 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 ding.
Copyright reasons for keeping that short.
Ba ba da 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 da. What? We'll be right back.
After these short messages.
Random sound effects for a whole minute.
I bet.
Oh no. Oh no. What have you done? What?
Ah, shit.
Here we go again.
What?
Let me smash.
Vile. Vile. To ensure good reliability for conducting the beep test, see procedure. You should provide consistent instructions to the participants prior to conducting the test. Here is a standard script to use when to use when examining and introducing the test, particularly for the first timers. Some beep test audio files already have a similar introduction at the start of the recording. Feel free to adapt the text to suit your needs. The shuttle run test you are about to take gives an indication of your maximum aerobatic capacity or power and involves running there and back along a 20-meter track.
I got a funny one that I got from Ghost Stories. Your call has been subjected. I mean, the number you had dialed has disconnected. Maybe if they paid the fucking phone bill, they would answer.
Your phone line has been disconnected and been transferred to the FBI. Your every move will be watched and recorded.
Like, you'll get that message when like there's nobody living in the house, or like if they don't use the phone line there anymore.
Oh yes, and since we're running on like 2 hours now, since the stream is most likely gonna end in a bit, yeah, 2 hours. I feel like our final lines should be the traditional "Oh Amory."
you do.
Should I go to my most crazy voice, or should I just use sad?
Your choice, man. Your choice.
Sad would be for me.
Oh, Amory.
Ah, that is going places. Ah, now for me. I'm gonna use my deep voice because that is something. Oh, Amory.
That was crazy.
My earphones,
Tasty. Snap, crackle, pop,
What?
kind of crazy.
I didn't even have earphones, bro, and that is great.
I'm gonna do some extra flair to mine. Oh, Amory, your sweet, sweet scent is like the scent of roses in my cell.
Vile!
Wait, it's a cell.
That escalated way too
Sell!
I think I know why he's in there.
Oh, no.
Let's go see you.
Hopefully, Jay.
Hold on, I have a soundbite for this.
Vile! Vile!
I don't know if he had roses in his cell, but, you know, still.
Those are the roses you're thinking about.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Chris Hansen and I would like you to sit down.
Hi, I'm Scott. Going 100 meters away from the location and approaching rapidly.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Take a seat.
It's a voice mod, I can make this a whole lot better.
Oh my!
What did you do?
Oh, he's so crispy, dude.
I use the deep voice on voice mod.
This helps. And then
And then all I did was just go lower like this, and then just
Damn! 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 Where'd you find that?
Damn, son, that's my grandson.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
yeah, I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
Like that way, try on your own armor.
Oh, yeah. Or no.
Hacking hard, yeah.
Oh, Amory!
Lieutenant Beat ready yet, Amory? Bruh.
We should all just wait until... Actually, if we wait until tomorrow, we may not even see tomorrow. We're all dead.
What did you say? What?
We're all
You're
dead.
saying right now, I could walk naked and no one would care.
Oh no!
Wait. Oh no.
We're all going to die!
The end is nigh. Oh no. Hey Peter. Why are you acting so sus?
Amory be like,
Vile.
Ooh, wait, I have
Hey yo!
You're lucky. I'm supposed to be able to do that.
to mansion stuff, I love it.
Voice mod is too easy to use, pretty much.
Exactly, that's why I say you're lucky you have a PC. If I had a PC, I'd do this shit as well.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'm joking though, I know fucking voice.
And his name was John Cena.
Oh, you done John Cena. Did you just say
And his name is John.
his name is John?
What, like, more like Charles Cena.
Hey yo!
Cause he, I mean,
I got it.
I'm just saying.
His name was John Cena.
And his name is John.
And not
His name? It's John.
oh my God.
it feels so perfect cut.
Demolition, I dare to post something in the general chat.
Vile.
I'm looking forward to just like, okay, the end of the stream. Alright, comedy, here we go.
Bet. Oh, this is gonna be one of the longest streams on this channel. I pity those that look for timestamps in this stream, because it's gonna be the longest stream in this channel.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably mark some timestamps for arrivals and just probably put the last few minutes, the last like segment of minutes as being comedy.
Just this like random comedy section.
Cause like you can like mark it and like I think it's in the description of like when and then it like puts it in the video.
Bad. Just like random sections of comedy. Part 1. What? What?
The British FBI.
No.
The what?
Demolition. Do you know the FBI?
The what? Say it again.
The British FBI.
The British FBI. Sorry. No, bro.
Ayo, blood.
I don't know about it.
Ayo, blood.
I don't know about it. I live in America.
Ayo, bruv. Pull up. Pull up.
I live in America.
A good shiv. What?
You're gonna hate what I just.
Well, I think this is the best time, if not, to end the stream, the chaotic stream of meme.
What?
Yes. It's been going on for 2 hours and a bit.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
well,
Alright.
it has currently been.
Adios, fellas.
But before we end, before we end, I would like to use this opportunity to suggest. I'd like to use this opportunity to suggest next stream will be an Among Us stream. I swear.
Hey, you're taking your phone then, because. What did you
Vile. The sound effects just vile. Alright. Now for me to
already?
now for me
If we do something stupid.
now for me to consume nutrients because I am hungry. I have not eaten.
Same. I haven't eaten in like 2 hours.
Bet.
You know what? Yeah, same, actually.
Hey yo, you just joined.
It do be lunch break.
You joined after eating, my boy.
What do you mean?
Huh?
I did the dishes.
Yes, because you ate from those dishes.
Yeah, I ate those things. I can't tell you more. Yeah, but that was like 2 hours ago, okay?
Fair point. Wait.
There are such things as edible plates, so you could have ate the dishes for all we know.
Fair point.
Wait, really? How would you do watching them then?
Amogus. Amogus.
Streaming? I'm trying to tell.
We are, but I'm gonna end it in about 3, 2, 1. Wait, no. 3.